right, we are here.
We're here.
We're here.
68.
Episode 68. This is the What a Controversy podcast, the podcast that gives you all forms of controversy.
68 episodes.
68 episodes.
Wow. 68 episodes of What a Controversy podcast. Christian-owned, black-owned, independent media. I love it, Rob. 68 episodes with you, but I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying?
68 episodes with me. And yes, we're still here. We're going strong.
We're going really strong, actually. A lot of people have been hitting us up. People have been watching the show. I'm super excited. I'm glad that people have been watching. We've been releasing some really good content. Season 6, World of Controversy podcast. We've had some really good guests. We've had some really good conversations. But today we got really good guests today. Really good guests. Would that guest like to introduce herself?
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Yofiel. I'm here as their wonderful guest today.
Wow, awesome. I love that. Yofiel.
Yes.
Not Jofiel.
Yofiel.
Okay,
Yofiel.
all right, because we talked about that, and I thought, me, I was confused, so we're going to go with the Y, the J, So Yofiel, super excited to get you on. Rob, what we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about this human trafficking.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Is it conspiracy? Is it real? Do we know who's in the control of this?
Right. I think the biggest thing with this is, first thing first, like when we say, is it a conspiracy? I think we know that there's some type of planned or organized or some type of orchestrated act from players to create a human trafficking like network, a human trafficking market. Because even with everything in the world market, there gotta be a demand. There gotta be a a buyer, a seller. There gotta be some type of demand for this stuff. So first thing first, Rob, who's demanding human slave labor in the year 2024 or sex labor? I'm trying to figure that out to begin with. And second off, we gotta start to understand who's orchestrating this. I'm trying to figure out who's orchestrating human trafficking, and how do we know for sure that it's an orchestrated effort, that it's not just one or two bad people? You know what I mean, Yofiel? How do we know for sure it's a network of people conspiring to make sure that people are trafficked, people are sold literally like property?
Okay, that is very interesting. Let me take you back to the old milk carton. You remember the milk cartons? They had children on old milk cartons. Yeah. This child's missing, and that child is missing. Here, there, everywhere. This is like a global situation here. It's just not here in the U.S. Okay, and as far as this conspiracy thing, many times conspiracies is the truth. Right. They means whoever is the prince and the power over the air. That is in the book of Ephesians. Okay, so the prince and the power of the air is actually who's taking control over the media, who is taking control over the platforms all over the place, who are actually covering up. There are definitely evil forces. And I know many of us always say, well, there are 10 families who run the United States, billionaires and trillionaires and all this. But okay, so you're going to try to say, all right, well, these are really good people that run this country. The 10 families that run this country are excellent, good people. They really take care of us. Really? Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Right. I mean, these
so
are...
you're questioning the oligarchy.
Yeah, well, these are very powerful people. And you talking about slavery, this is nothing new. Slavery had been, all the way from the beginning of time, I can tell you.
Right.
Okay. So, I don't want to go back that far, all the way back to creation, and then we'll be talking about the Anunnaki. Okay, so I'm
Uh-oh.
not going to go there. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to just leave it right there. But I know that we were talking about some things yesterday. I'm just going to skip around when it comes to this conspiracy thing. I like to get to the root of it. I like to put the dots together. Okay.
Well, let's put these dots together.
Yes, and I did promise these guys to say, look, I do not want to get into books of this good book that we call the Bible, or verses, chapters and verses. I'm just going to just go on with as far as what has been manifested into me. Okay, what I have been reading over time, and to try to voice it and help you connect the dots.
Right.
Okay.
Help me connect the dots.
Okay. Well, let's start in the book of Genesis. Excuse me, Genesis. Well, you know, they kind of like twisted that around a little bit. Okay. You know. So I'm just like I had expressed to them earlier. I lost my mom when I was age 9. Okay. And I didn't know how to feel, what to feel. She wasn't there no more in my life.
Okay.
So what I did, I opened up the Bible, and I started reading. I read the Old the Old Testament so many times I didn't realize that I was reading the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, and I read it so much that the laws are actually manifested into me, and I was like, oh wow, you know. And by the time I got older, nobody didn't really like me. They didn't really like me because I was too strict. I said, look, you know, I don't like you because you're not keeping the law. That's just one piece. Okay. Well, anyway, let's go back to Genesis, and I promised them that I was going to go over this piece. Here we go. Okay. So everybody knows that in the first book, the very first chapter in the book of Genesis. Okay, and then we go over to the second chapter, and this is the piece that I was lost at. I would say the majority of my life until I got into my 30s. I was over in southern New Jersey, then I finally moved over here to Philadelphia with a group of people at Temple University. And I took a course. It was called Forensic Christianity.
That sounds cool.
Forensic Christianity. Wow, that was a real wake-up call. So actually, the teacher of that course actually answered my question after all these years, and I said, "Wow." So somebody was looking out for me, but you know, I don't want to hear some stuff talking about, oh well, you know, the man and woman was created, as you can see, is created in the first chapter, and then it was created again in the second chapter. Oh, that's it. That's it. Really? Okay. Well, anyway, as the things that was brought to my attention when I had taken this class, and said, well, I'm glad you asked that question when I raised my hand. I said, the teacher said, I'm glad you asked that question. And he said, did you know that Adam had 2 wives?
Oh, Lordy.
Okay. There was the first wife, and then there was the second wife. The first wife, her name was Lilith, and the second wife, her name was Eve. As everybody know, that Eve could be like, as far as any ascendant, as far as over a nation of people. It could be Eve, a female. Okay. So that answers another question. The reason why when Adam had ran off to the city of Nod, okay, and got married to somebody else, oops, you know, we thought that Adam and Eve was the first man and woman.
No, you're talking about Cain.
I'm sorry. You're right, Cain. I'm sorry, Adam and Eve.
Can we get like...
No, wait a minute.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about this. You're saying that Adam had 2 wives, but later on when they explain where Cain went and got his wife, that explains that there were other people. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm sorry. Correct. I'm glad you caught me on that. I don't want to misstare y'all around. Okay, so yes, the first murder in the Bible was actually Cain and Abel. Okay, and then later on, whatever had followed him, the curse that had followed Cain had ran off into the city of Nod. Okay, and then later on, he married a Samaritan. Okay, so where do these people come from? Okay, and of course people going to try to smoke screen that. Well, no, come on. And why are they?
No, some people may argue that he created that city, as in the Canaanites, as in these are the people birthed from Cain, right?
Correct.
Is that an argument you've heard before, though, right?
Yes, I have heard that argument before. Correct. Okay.
So can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
So, where did Lilith come from?
Okay. I'm glad to be going back to there.
Yeah, let's get there. Where did Lilith come from?
Okay. Okay. All right. Lilith.
Then we're going to get back to this trafficking.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Lilith. Okay. Was Lilith? People don't understand it. Was Adam's first wife. Okay. When
now where did it say that at?
It says it doesn't say that in the Bible, but what does say in the Bible about and of her character was the owl. So it's all through the Bible. You don't see actually the name of Lilith is actually through the Hebrew Bible. Okay, but not in this King James version, in today's version. So of course I don't know if it's in the year 1619
1611 or whatever.
1611.
1611.
Right. Okay. So so therefore Lilith was created in the first chapter of Genesis, and she most likely were all women. They want, oh wow, I want all equal rights. This is what I want. I want to be just like him. I want just as much power. She didn't like it. Okay, so she just went back up to heaven, and she was just causing conflict as she, when she was down here on earth. But the crazy thing about Lilith, this is what the story that was told to me, that she done turned and she done got wicked and evil to the point that she knew that Adam had a second wife later after she disappeared, and she ramped and raved over that. So her thing was that she was going to murder every child through generation of the birth of any birth through generation of Adam and Eve. Anything. She was just a horrible demon, a wicked demon. So I don't want to get deeper into that, but it's just basically the concept of this demon that had started this thing that a lot of people cannot understand, which is going to end up into what is up to date, which is Revelation. We are in Revelation right now in real time.
Okay.
Whether you realize it or not.
Okay.
Okay. So, I know you guys had some questions about Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, okay. I do. No, I can't lie. Now, what you just said about Lilith, I'm questioning a lot.
Okay.
And I know you don't want to get deeper into it, so I won't keep beating the dead horse. But I want to be clear. Are you saying that there's a character named Lilith that did not come from the rib of Adam, but is a demon?
Correct.
And was married to Adam at some point?
Yes.
And throughout the generations, this spirit has been trying to kill the descendants of Adam and Eve.
Correct.
That's a wild theory. Even for biblical scholars, I would like to hear what they have to say about that, because I don't know if I'm there yet. But I haven't read this Bible you're talking about, but I think KJV makes it clear that Eve is the mother of all, right?
Yeah. Eve is the mother of all things, it says. Now, let's connect this. Let's reel this back in, okay?
Yeah, let's reel it back in, right?
Because we go into this Lilith, you go into the Bohemians, but let's get back to the human trafficking.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So, do you believe there is an elite, are in control of this human trafficking that's going on?
Yes.
Okay. Now, me and him, we already did an episode. Okay. And this same season on Pizzagate.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So we're about to get a whole lot of fire after this.
Okay. All right.
And if you can really bring the smoke.
Okay. All right. Again. Okay. We're gonna go back to. I know you want some answers, but I'm trying to connect the dots for you so you can understand instead of this jumping around here and there. And that's the reason why I mentioned Bohemian Grove. Okay. If you pull up that information or any kind of video or any kind of research that you pull up, you'll see that these elite people had studied this owl, had actually worshipped this owl.
An owl statue, which is about 40 feet tall.
Yeah, correct.
In Northern California, right?
Correct. Okay, so it's just common sense. Okay, well, as far as the carrying on that their behaviors and everything that they do is connected to what Lilith's character is.
See, that's where the connection breaks for me. I'm trying to connect that one. The owl and Lilith.
Right.
So what is this owl that got to do with Lilith?
Well,
and then
because this is what God had transformed her into an owl.
Whoa!
It's in the Bible.
Now that's interesting. Now, okay, so that ties into the theory too, that the same way the devil at one point was a snake, Lilith at one point became an owl.
Yeah.
So when we look at Bohemian Grove, you're saying when they're doing those sacrifices in front of that owl, they're actually what to Lilith? Like, what is they
sacrifice. They do sacrifices
to Lilith.
Yep, pretty much.
To Lilith.
Now, according to
do they go hell Satan too?
That's an interesting.
From some recent search I have done, that Lilith have actually married Satan.
I heard about that. That Lilith and Satan is supposed to be married, and we all came from them.
Oh my! Who?
That's what.
No, push back.
Hold on.
Go ahead, y'all.
I ain't say that was what I believe. So don't get it twisted. That's not what I believe. I believe in the Bible. Okay, I believe in Jesus Christ. Okay.
Okay. Well,
I own and claim that.
Amen.
But there was something. I did watch a video of these. How do you say it? The demonic people saying about, we came from Lilith and Satan and all this other stuff. And
who's way?
Satanic. The satanic people. I have heard something.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. Well, whatever they worship, that's their God.
That's their God. Yes.
Simple as that.
But that's why I think Satanism is so, not to say broad, but like people gotta understand when we say, okay, they're Satanists, we're not saying they're up in a church worshiping Satan or the devil. Sometimes they're worshiping Baphomet. Sometimes they're talking about Lilith. Sometimes they're talking about just, witches don't, some of them don't even talk about Satan. They just talk about nature. You know what I mean? Witches and wizards and warlocks, you know what I mean? So when we talk about Satanism, you know what I mean? Are we all just saying, hey, these people are Satanists as in they truly worship Satan? No, I don't think so.
They just don't fear God.
That's a big part about it. They definitely don't fear God. And one part about it is that they all believe that there's another entity that we need to be worshiping other than God. And that's the entity that freed us somehow. Oh, the devil freed us because now we ate the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and now we know morals. Now we know this. Now we know that.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, it's like this. We have to understand that at one point people are saying that, okay, well, God had created us to keep his law, okay, and this is the reason why that they saying they means these evil wicked people that was rebellious and went on and just took on and ate of off of the tree of good knowledge. Okay, now you know as much as we do. Okay, so um, so and, you know, just like how the way animals are, they already programmed. Mm-hmm. Well, we were programmed already. You know, we worship our Heavenly Father. We love Him so dearly. But now, you know, we unprogrammed because now everything is open to us. Okay, so of course, Lucifer was the highest angel right next to God. Okay, in the heavens, he knew everything. He was in charge of the angels until, you know, he wanted to be greater than God Himself. So now, you know, they had that fight in heaven and the battle in heaven, and then they were kicked out of heaven, and that's where you get the fallen angels. Okay, so other than that, back to the situation as far as Bohemian Grove. This is what these characters had got a hold of. You know, through these colleges, through these fraternities and all this, the skulls. They try to say,
skull bones.
Skull bones, whatever. You know, they wanted power because they know what was coming. Okay, when these slaves came here, they knew because all this stuff didn't start until like sometime in the 1800s. Okay, definitely.
Wait, what? It hasn't started since the 1800s.
Like sometime in the mid 1800s.
What
started?
As far as this,
the Bohemian Grove.
Yes,
yeah,
okay. Bohemian Grove.
Okay,
that
is what I heard too.
Yeah.
Now I thought you were about to say slavery started in 1800s.
No, I thought she was about to say that trafficking started in the 1800s because I was about to be like, wow.
Right, 1619. Okay, and also I'm a tour guide, so you know, I have learned a lot as far as American history is not there in the books, and you know, as far as in the school. So I just advise some of you, you know, when you're in Philadelphia area, please take some tours and really, you know, get some real information, just like I did. Okay, well, you know, as far as the abolishers that was here, okay, they fought, you know, even before the slaves came here. Okay, they fought. You know, people think, oh well, all the white folks, they all against us. Oh yeah, well, we have been divided. But I'm gonna leave that right there.
Divided and conquered.
Yeah, divided and conquered. That's everybody. Okay, so let's go back to the Bohemian Grove. Okay.
Yeah, because
I don't want to be jumping here and jumping there and be confusing everybody. But you know, for some reason that this thing that they have going on, all these billionaires and millionaires that are a member of this organization, you know, they pretty much run this country.
I'm talking about the elites.
Yes, the elites. And they have their little rituals and everything they do, this gayism and all this crazy stuff that they be doing.
Come on.
You know, I mean, to me,
it's
okay.
She said
gayism.
That's
the word gay with ISM.
Well, you know what? All this is intermingled as far as what women's rights and also everybody's rights as far as they are concerned. They want rights, and then this thing that women, they always have this thing with women, they always yell and fuss about, oh, well, this is my body, I'm going to do whatever I want to do.
Oh, come on, bring it.
I said, no, this is not your body.
Yo.
Okay, that's the reason why there are laws. Okay, and if you don't understand that, this body is not mine. Okay, I have a spirit that is in with me. Okay,
but it's the Lord's, right?
That's right. So this is our vessel, and this is what was given to us. Right. And there are laws that are written that we have to take care of our body. So yes, I'm 100% woman. Okay, I birthed 3 children.
Amen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and it's just that that is a kind of spirit, the same spirit that Lilith has. I'm sorry. That's what's coming from that. So whoever is leading this is leading it from the government. I'm sorry, I have to put it out there. But women have to stay in their place. Simple as that. I'm not going to get all the way into that. It's just what it is. Again, I will repeat this. Your body is not yours. He gave it to you to use. He gave it to you so our Heavenly Father gave it to you so He could use it.
Amen.
Okay,
Amen.
so He could use it. Me, I'm kosher. My ears are not even pierced.
Wow.
Okay, I don't have no tattoos or nothing.
Yeah, that's good. Me too.
Nothing. And people say, "Oh well, the Hebrews, they used to. It said in the Bible that they didn't wear earrings because God said, oh, for all the Hebrew women to no, they talking about the hook earrings. They're not talking about the holes in the ears. Simple as that. Study it, read about it, do your search.
All right.
Okay.
Now, Rob, you want to say something?
All right, let's get. All right, so Bohemian. So we got
the trafficking.
We got the Bohemian. We're going to the trafficking. Okay. We already talked about the elites and everything, right? So my thing is, right?
This episode funny.
We got the elites, right?
Yes.
We got the people in government, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you a good question, okay?
Go
and I'm gonna pull one of his moves, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pull one of yours. If we got all these people, right? We got the elites, we got the Hollywood stars, we got the athletes, you know, the secret societies and whatnot, and on this human trafficking.
Okay.
Why is it illegal?
Human trafficking is illegal.
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah. What do you mean by that question, Rob?
Well,
you're saying why is it illegal?
Why is it illegal if we got all these people that is in on this business? Yeah. And not only do we got all these people that's in on this business, but this is a multi-billion-dollar business on top of that.
Yeah, probably $1 trillion at this point.
Trillion, yes.
Wow.
So, how and why is it illegal?
The devil is a liar.
The devil, no, hold up. What Controversy Podcast, episode 16. The devil is a liar. No, hold up. Yofiel.
Yes.
That's the answer.
Pretty much. Okay.
Somebody says cast.
What other controversy?
Rosso said cast. Yo.
Help me out. Maybe the lawmakers, they want to keep it illegal to make sure that they still seem as if they have some type of moral compass. Even though they know for sure they're funded and sometimes funding human trafficking itself. We already know the names that were named on Epstein's Island. We already know the names that were named on Pizzagate. You know what I mean? And the McMillan daycare over there in California and stuff. So we already know there's some questionable big names. So how is it illegal if all these big names came together? Couldn't they, I don't know, change the law? That's what Rob is really asking. Okay. Because if the law is the only thing keeping them from doing this, you know what I mean? Then what, you know, why don't they just change the law and it's legal for everyone?
Well, you know they do have Luciferian laws. They have their little perks. They have all kinds of stuff in there. You need to twist the law around what you can and cannot do. You know, you guys was talking about was just talking about Epstein. What about P Diddy? I mean, these guys.
We
gotta take a break. We gotta take a break, Rob.
I'm telling you,
Rob.
Yeah. We do gotta take a break. We gotta take a break.
As soon as P Diddy up,
I'm sorry.
No, we'll get back to the P Diddy when we come back from the break. Okay.
Equal, doing the same thing. One here, one there.
All right, we're back. We're black in the mix. We're back. All right, we're the Controversy Podcast. The podcast to give you all forms of controversy.
Absolutely, 68.
Episode 68. And we're talking about this human trafficking.
We're talking about a lot.
We're talking about a lot, but the human trafficking. So, good thing, you know, you kept it going.
Okay, right, and it's a good thing you kept it going because there's always something good about you know what I mean, what's been going on and everything. Is that
All right. So you mentioned about the P Diddy before we went on the break.
Okay, this mic. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Yes, yes, I did. Okay, and the reason why that I happened to tap into that because you said something about the other guy,
Epstein.
Epstein.
Okay. So let's go into there. The P Diddy.
Okay. Well, I do know that this country is broken up into a color chart for some odd reason. Okay. So let's just say we have a white one and we have a black one. Okay. On the same level. We got a white one over here and we got a black one over there. Okay. Doing basically the same thing. Who would actually lead on their people or whoever they're under, as far as what Epstein, whatever he's into, and whatever P Diddy was into, or whatever it was. Okay, so there, I'm sure that there is, we're it's a whole lot of stuff that both characters identically.
Could I clean this up for you?
Go ahead.
All right. So basically, what you're saying is, yes, there are white people, supremacists, right? Okay. That are in that same business as P Diddy. Okay. So basically, kind of what we already talked about in the P Diddy episode.
Okay.
We did talk about P Diddy.
Okay.
Surviving P Diddy.
Okay.
Now, yes, P Diddy, was he the only one? No. There are other people in that same group of people that was higher ups. But P Diddy, because he is the black man, is going to take all the fall, right? And once you do something that they don't like, you're out.
Hold up, wait. We can't compare Epstein and P Diddy though, y'all. I understand the race comparison.
No.
We really can't.
Here we go. He gotta be the controversial.
What it is.
First off, P Diddy barely did trafficking. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He did, I guess.
Were you there?
Wasn't there?
Was he not doing? Was he not doing that with the Cassie?
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think.
Well,
by definition, I think.
And what the others? Come on.
Well, he had a huge part to play in that. He may not have done the trafficking.
We can say Michael may have been trafficking.
How?
Because some people say Michael helped save kids that were getting trafficked at Neverland, but can't we say some kids may have gone missing and stuff?
Well,
no.
Well, Michael was pretty much just set up, period. I mean, I believe that he didn't do anything wrong. Okay, because he was supposed to
Y'all, this episode all over the place. Let's come back actually to what we were talking about during the break. I like where that was going. Mm-hmm. There was a theory coming out about Obama's DACA program being about trafficking, and that people became sponsors and were coming over the border and becoming essentially slaves and stuff in America. Now help me out, kids from Guatemala and vice versa. Through Obama's DACA program, there was no verification of the sponsors. Now help me out. Is this true? Is this false? What's going on with this, Yofiel?
Oh.
I know definitely all this stuff is true. I mean, all the stuff is embedded within the government anyway. As you know, definitely, especially through the human services program that they have on a national level, there's always something that is documented there to separate our families for some odd reason. Okay. there's all kinds of different levels. This whole system, just like they always say, is like an onion being peeled. There's so many different levels all over the world and all over this country. So whatever they have as far as these Luciferian laws that they have now in existence, have some kind of way how they could separate the families as well as have control over your children.
That's so true.
So,
Rob, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to take this one, Rob. You're gonna have to, you got. Because what you say is so real.
I mean, but it's
but you're gonna have to take the reals of this.
The reason why I'm saying
because this is your guess. So I want you to explain, you know what I mean, what's going on here with the trafficking though, Rob.
Well, hold on. Alright. So what you were saying with the foreigners, right? Coming over here to be slaves and trafficked. Yes, what she said is true. Now, the easiest people to traffic, foreigners.
That's true. Foreigners. What type? Mexicans, Guatemalans.
Basically, any foreigner that didn't come from here are easy. You know why? They come over, right? You can traffic them. Mostly, they're threatened by not being able to see their families again. There's some that have families, husband, wife, kids, mother, father, brother, sister, whatever. They're threatened not to see their family again. They're threatened to be sold. They're threatened that their family have been threatened.
Yeah.
To be sold or killed or whatever. So that's how the sex trafficking business really thrives too, because they're afraid to get out. And then the ones that don't speak really good English, it makes it a little easier for them to really not get out.
I guess that nobody never heard of the tunnels.
Oh, you're talking about the tunnels? Ooh.
I remember when I first got into this thing, they was talking about, Walmart's has, almost every Walmart, or some of the Walmarts, that's what some of these truckers go underground, where there's Walmart's.
I didn't hear the Walmart one.
But,
I
was getting ready to slip something. But
slip it. Don't let it simmer.
I was getting ready to slip something.
Slip it.
Yeah.
Slip it. Let it slip.
Slip.
There has been a special military force that has been going all over the world, and with this child sex trafficking. Okay, there are tunnels from here in the States all over the world, even crossing under oceans. Okay.
Where you do sacrifices?
That too. Yes. It's terrible. So,
and do the pizza
Hey,
gate?
my brother, can you stop chewing in that microphone, man?
I'm hungry, bro.
I can hear every little smack,
Who's going?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dang,
I'm hungry.
Hey, yo.
So,
what a controversy podcast.
I'm going to leak something out to y'all.
Okay.
And just think about.
Yeah.
Think about this. Okay. I'm going to say in parables, as they always say.
Speak in parables.
Okay.
Speak in parables.
Okay. It's
the
like this
mysteries
here.
of the kingdom of God. Yeah.
It's just that, all right, these special people has been going around rescuing these children, okay, that have never saw daylight ever in their lives.
Wow.
There are some children that has been born, okay, who never saw daylight ever.
Wow.
Born from these beings that has been trafficked. Okay.
No birth certificate.
No birth, nothing. Never even seen daylight ever.
No schooling.
Okay. But you know what's funny? Here lately to date, they finally, they have really accomplished their mission. At some parts of the world, at most part of the world, as far as saving these children that never ever seen daylight ever. Okay, because they were the way they was born into this world.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that case, you know, they had this special military. They had to do some destroying after they found these children and have done some things. Oh, but you know what? Wait a minute, you laughing. You laughing. But I tell you what.
I don't know why he is.
Let me tell you something. Recently, something had happened that had shaken up the whole East Coast. What happened?
Shaking up the whole East Coast?
Uh-huh.
What you talking about?
Here we go. Well, anyway.
Wait, no. Finish what you were saying, though.
I felt it before in my younger years.
Oh, the earthquake.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the furthest I'm going. That's the furthest I am going. I'm going to leave it right there.
Okay. No, I know what you're going to.
Now,
are you talking about they having the weather machine?
Uh-oh.
No, I'm leaving it right there.
Uh-oh. Now, Rob, what you know then? Because she passed it over to you. Because
the weather machine?
The weather machine, is that what you bringing up about that earthquake?
No.
Are you talking about the heart?
The heart? No, I'm not talking about heart.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
okay, but even though, again, the Prince of the Air has control over that. Right. Okay.
Does he really, though?
That's interesting. It's been hot lately, hasn't it?
Oh.
I may be hot, but I think God's still in control, is he not?
Okay.
Wow. I believe so. But, you know, these
But you're saying the devil can't control the earth. Can't control the weather on this planet to a certain extent. Is that
pretty much?
Let's go back to human trafficking. What does the earthquake have to do with that, though?
Yes, what does it have to do with that?
That's deep in itself.
I think I'm just going to leave right there.
No, connect the dots. Connect the dots. You talking about connecting the dots.
You know what? I can tell you what. I got some phone calls, and somebody just said, "Why do I hear a helicopter?" And we had an earthquake. Did some of you heard a helicopter at the time of the earthquake? I can tell you that much.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't feel the earthquake. I was at work at the time.
You know, I felt it, but you know, it's just funny. I heard something, then somebody says, "Wait a minute! I heard a helicopter all the way up to New York."
Wow.
So what does a helicopter got to do? Some flying object got to do with earthquake?
So you're saying it might be a little distraction.
Okay, and all this happened simultaneously.
Oh, okay. They did the old switcheroo. Look here. Look to the right while my left hand do the, Wow. Interesting. Well, I'll do some research on that. Wow.
Yeah, please do that.
Can we get a resource? Wise one. Can we get a resource that we can look into some of this stuff?
Well, you know, all this, what I had just mentioned has something to do with human trafficking.
Right.
What does an earthquake have something to do with human trafficking? Maybe it wasn't.
Okay. So you question yourself. Dang.
Yo,
wait a minute. Yo, what you mean?
Okay. Well, this, you know, that's it. You know, I just bounced around talking about tunnels, and then I went from tunnels to earthquake.
Okay.
No, she's saying they doing something in them tunnels. They blowing up stuff, right?
I didn't say it.
Oh, yeah, yes, you did. You said they blowing up stuff in them tunnels.
She didn't say that, but maybe it's alluding to the fact that maybe it's the creation of a tunnel.
Ooh.
That would be good. Now listen, they say there's tunnels at Walt Disney. People say Walt Disney.
Wow.
The Disneyland, Disney World, they're known for
kids getting good now.
Kids going missing.
They're waking up now.
Wow.
Okay.
If you want to talk about Disney
okay,
and all the child stars there, let me not go there.
Go ahead.
Let me not go there. The child stars they had got molested over there. And let's not include Nickelodeon. What's that documentary, bro?
Wow.
Drake and Drake Bell.
I don't know. I never watched it.
I didn't watch either, but I saw the one clip where he explained.
You know, I wonder if anybody's seen Oprah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Oprah Winfrey.
I've been trying to figure that out too.
Nope.
Where has Oprah been?
Oprah is in with the elites. She's in with them pedophiles. She's in bed with them.
I didn't say nothing.
The guy she is messing with is a pedophile.
What? The light-skinned boy?
Yeah.
He's with the kids?
Yeah.
No Diddy. He's with kids.
You making me hit the LA night on here. Yeah.
There you go. So,
right.
I mean, so I guess all of you is just
I'm about to bring currency up in.
Right about now, all of you are just getting this of what's happening and what's going on in real time in our country. This is what the left wants.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right, then why are you bringing the left in it?
I had to. Okay.
The left wants pedophilia.
Well, I mean, hey, they root
the
for
Pizzagate.
Yeah, you know all that.
Hillary Clinton, I know she was in
that witch.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Yeah, why she got rid of that computer? You know, why she deleted the she destroyed her laptop with all the evidence.
Oh man. Well, you know, I hear something about Quincy Brown. What's the black Supreme Court judge?
I thought you was gonna say Quincy Jones.
No. Quinjetta Brown.
What's that pastor's name that just got? What's his name? The preacher that was on TV. One the guy got the little famous.
T.D. Jakes.
Yep, T.D. Jakes. There you go.
Uh-oh. Well, we know what he was into. He was at them Diddy parties, you know?
Yeah,
there you go.
So, we already know what he into.
Okay. So, like I said, this is what the people want. Okay? Child trafficking. Okay? Sex. All this stuff. I mean, as you can see, the borders are open.
Oh. That was that stuff Trump was talking about.
This is way too much for me.
Well, I mean, hey.
This is way too much for people like me. Now, help me out.
Go ahead.
Because we done went from left to right, to up to down. I'm trying to, as a listener of this podcast, what should I go home with? Listening to all this, I might be confused. So what should I go home with, Yofiel? After listening to this, what do you want them to go home with?
Let me wrap this up for you. Everything that I had said all the way from the beginning, from the book of Genesis, all the way to date, which actually going on in real time, all that is connected. Okay? I mean, a lot of us are traumatized and we don't even know it.
Right.
Okay, you know there was slavery, just like we say good morning. Well, anyway, there has been slavery over time, and we all still are slaves. But you know what? There's going to be, hopefully, that there's going to be a change. This is supposed to be a sovereign country, a sovereign country, and we all know when 45 had took office. He had proven, okay, there was no wars. And over the years, you know, every time that these pedophiles get into office after they go get cherry picked from Bohemian, the
Bohemian.
Yeah.
The Bohemians.
Whatever you call them.
Do they drink that special coffee too?
Yeah, pretty
much. They supposed to have what that animal?
Yeah, from what I understand, they be doing feces too, all that stuff. You know, I was like, what? But I mean, these are the characters that run our country.
Wow.
Okay, there's something in the back door. So if you guys, I mean, want this, this is what you're asking for. So that's the reason why I had touched on all the way from the history part. I try to bounce around, but everybody has to do their search, take note, do their search, and connect the dots. Wow. I can't say everything. I know a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm trying my best to try to put bits and pieces of information out there. This is what they're doing to our children. Okay, there's children sex trafficking that is going on in real time.
Wow. Wow.
It's to the level that there are great people that you may know that you don't even see anymore. You don't even hear of anymore. That has been behind the scenes involved in this. Be surprised. But the only thing I can tell you right now, that there will be a time where there will be confessions.
Oh, she said about confessions.
Okay. There will be confessions.
These are my confessions.
And we all know that the penalty for treason is what?
Death.
That's all I can tell you. So, whoever's doing this stuff, a whole bunch of crazy stuff that has been going on, but watch your children. Make sure you keep them off the street. And
protect them at all costs.
Yeah. Yes. Protect them.
Protect the children.
Yes.
Even if you have to get a gun and do it, protect them children. I don't care you.
So, so tell me this here. Who knows George Soros? Come with it.
So he's known because he's like a funder of multiple like left-leaning groups, but one of the biggest is a group by the name of Black Lives Matter.
Is it the real Black Lives Matter? Or is there something there? Just like a little smoke screen or something like that. People, yeah, we got the power. Yeah, Black Lives Matter.
Man, that movement is so fake.
So why are our young people out here like age 14, 15 and all this stuff like where the guns come from? Black Lives Matter?
Nope.
Nope. But do they really matter?
So, do they really?
Yeah. And if what I understand
or do all lives matter?
That George Soros has a son. What is his name?
I don't know his son's name.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, he's still out here somewhere looking around. I mean, he just keeping things stirred up.
Wow.
Wow. Do anybody know what the mascot of Temple is? Anyway.
Oh no!
She going deep.
Anyway, I'm asking a question. Anyway, there's a lot of strange things that's been going on. I don't know. All this stuff going on up and down. With these developers. That's the reason why I got the shades on, and got my wig on. But anyway,
what? This ain't no red wig.
There's no way. There ain't no.
That's a whole nother theory. Is there anything you would like to promote, Yofiel?
Anything I would like to promote?
A business, an event, anything you got going on?
The only thing I got going on now is just what's going on in real time. I'm on this binge as far as promoting anciently as far as Esau and Jacob. Okay, it is prophecy. It is prophecy. Go into the book. It is prophecy that the descendants will reunite because we have to fight back.
Wow.
Okay. Yes, there's been untold stories about Esau and Jacob. Untold stories, and the reason why I'm promoted because I can tell you this much. I am with the organization in Miami. It's called Blacks for Trump.
Blacks for Trump.
Okay. And it's not I don't worship the guy, but it's just the things that he has fought for, the things he is fighting for right now in real time. So a lot of you are going to say, no, okay, that's okay. But just do me a favor. Just do your research. Whatever that's out here now, as far as what you hear off of the airways and on TV and everything, all that, I'm telling you, you're not going to hear the truth. And you're following it. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're being deceived. That's what I'm promoting.
Wow.
So I done touched ground as far as what needed to be put out there, because we could be here all day and talk about everything in detail, get books, pull them out, pull out the Bible, everything, and match everything to the T. If I can't do it, it's impossible because it's a lot.
Wow.
So I touched in every area as much as I could.
Wow.
But just do your research. Do yourself that much favor.
Yeah. And I want to promote Blacks for Jill Stein. I'm playing, bro.
I can't for you. Yo, I can't with you, Germ. You had to say that. All right, folks. This is a good episode. Follow us on Twitter, WC_pod. Follow us on Instagram, WC_podcast. Follow us on YouTube, WC_pod. Yes, please subscribe on the YouTube. And follow us on Facebook, Word of Controversy Podcast. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, anywhere you find podcasts, Word of Controversy Podcast, Word of Controversy Podcast. And we'll bring you all the controversy. That's it, folks. Good night.